Well, as I promised, whenever I got the time, I was going to do the plaque for Lucky on this piece of wood. I got the picture already printed out. I printed it on just regular printer paper, and then I laid it upside down and traced out as big a picture as I could trace out that would fit on here, just like that. And then I trimmed it to fit. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is get this on here to fit the way I've got it traced out and cut. But first, I don't want the outer edges to be white like this. I want them to be a little darker. So what I'm going to do, I think, is paint them a little bit with, let's see, I've got nutmeg brown. I don't know what this is, nutmeg brown. Seem like they're about dried up, but we'll see. See if there's any in there worth doing. You only need a little tiny bit. But what I'm going to do is just go over the outer edges with this, and I diluted it down with a little bit of water. You can use stain if you want. This is just a little bit of art acrylic paint. And I don't have to paint the whole thing, just the outer edges. Keep it a little bit moist because I don't want it too dark, too thick. Move that over here. I'm actually putting a little bit of water in the lid. That's where my paint is. And you notice I just put cardboard on the table, because my kitchen table's where I do all my crafting. I have nowhere else to do it unless it's outside. But this will dry pretty fast, so I don't have to worry about it being wet. Times in the past I have painted the whole thing, but it's personal preference. See if I can get a little bit more of this paint in here. It's gotten so thick, it's dried. That might be enough. I'm just diluting it down a little bit so it won't be so quite as dark. Diluting it down with water. And it dries pretty fast on here because this this piece of wood is really porous. It's never had paint or sealer on it, so it soaks up quite a bit of paint. I'm just adding more water. Some of it's kind of dried, so I'll get it off. I mean, you can paint the whole thing. I have painted the whole thing times before. Like I said, I need to get some of this dried stuff off of here. But I've been meaning for a long time to do one for Lucky, because we did one for Little Buddy. And I've got a copy of one for Little Buddy. And I'll probably end up doing 2 for Lucky as well. But I'm going to start with this one. See if I can get a little bit more paint. It comes out pretty thick, so I have to work with it. It's almost dried up on me, but it's still usable. Still usable when you add water. Yeah, some of it's dried, so I'll just have to basically roll it off of the piece of wood, but it works for what I want it to do. And this paint is pretty well dried, but I'm going to see if I get on here if I've got all of the area painted that I want, and it looks like I do. So we don't have to do any more painting. We're done with that part of it. I'm not sure if I want to use the tacky glue or this other glue. The tacky glue dries faster. Let me go get the other. I've got Elmer's, but I'm not sure I want to use Elmer's. I'm not sure which one I want to use. Whoop. Push that. You know what? I've got some of this edge is not completely done. I don't want too much white showing on the edges. Now let's see. A lot of times I use my poly for this. I don't even use glue. So that might be what I do this time. I got polyacrylic. If I can show you the can. It's what I do my floors and everything with, but it dries clear. You see through it. It's just like glass. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I want to get it on the outsides of this too. That way the paint, the color won't come off later. And like I said, it dries clear. But just put a generous amount in here. And then I'm going to try to position my picture right on it, if I can. There it goes. I take a sponge and just push. Don't put too much weight on it, but just enough to get the air bubbles out. And you just want enough of it on there that it soaks in the back of your picture and it acts like a glue that holds it down. And just that easy, I've got lucky on the plaque. But I'm not finished with it yet. Not finished with it yet. I've got a thing I printed off here. It says Lucky the YouTube star. And that's kind of what I did with Little Buddy when I did his as well. I'm just not sure exactly how I want to put it on here. But that sponge helps get all of the air bubbles out, or tries to. I mean, you can't get them all out. There's no need in trying. You'll ruin your picture if you try. But you can get most of them out, just like I just did. And let it dry a little bit. And I probably need to go get my blow dryer. But you can see I printed out on my printer, Lucky YouTube star. And I did the same thing with Little Buddy. And I'm just kind of going around the outside of it, giving it some kind of a shape. But I don't know where I want to put it. I don't know if I want to put it at the bottom. Maybe put Lucky at the bottom and I can separate the pieces. I'm going to put YouTube Star up there. And I can put Lucky below it. I think that'll work. Let's see. Put a little bit of this and it'll act like glue. To hold it there. And it's not quite as giving as glue is because it dries quicker. There, I got YouTube Star, Lucky. And I'm just going to put a little bit over the top of it. I'm also going to put a thin coat across the whole thing now, since I've got his picture on here. But I'm not going to mess with the brush too much, because once it gets wet, it'll streak on you. It'll come apart. I'm just going to put a thin coat so it doesn't have a chance to come apart on me. Now, and sometimes it'll kind of ripple up, but you can't help it. You can't get every one of the air bubbles out. Now I wanted to put a little bit of decoration on it to make it fancy. Not sure what I want to do with it yet. But I got these little leaves. They're different color leaves. And I thought that was only fitting since he's out in the garden all the time. And I've got these little red rhinestones. I don't need them in the I've got pearls in there too. There it is. I need that. I need 2 of them. Now you can get regular decoupage glue to do this, but I find this works just as well, if not better. And it's something that I already have. Just make sure you cover it completely. Because there's part right there I didn't have any on. I think all the rest of it is covered. It doesn't take much. Now I'm going to put these right on the acrylic, because the acrylic will act as glue. I may have to add extra glue for these. Then I need the tacky glue. Trying to open this glue. There it goes. I haven't used it in a while, so trying to make a couple of daubs of it, and then I'm just going to put my leaf right on the glue. Want that one too close to the edge. You know what? I think I want the red ones around it. The red ones look pretty. I'll get some more red ones out of here. But that tacky glue will dry clear as well. Oh, got the wrong glue. No wonder it wouldn't come out. Some more red ones. I've got all kinds of arts and crafts I do all kind of stuff with. And I always keep stuff from one craft to the other because I never know what I'm going to use. I'll just put it on the back of this. Yeah. I'd like to get another one right there, but I don't want it to stick out over the edge. Maybe like that. Get over there where you're supposed to be. Here. I think that's going to be good. Now I already got the red one over there, but I don't know if I want to do a red one or a green one or a silver one. What about a silver one? I can do a silver or mixed colors. Maybe silver and gold. Got more silver out here than I got gold. I like to fancy them up a little bit, and this is kind of the way I do it. I add little rhinestones or pearls or something. And that'll look better when it's dry, you know, because that glue will dry clear. I don't need these. I got a couple of air bubbles, but I can't help it. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 on that one. I may only put 6 on this one. I don't know. But I'm alternating. I'm putting a gold one and then a silver one. Here, it only took 6. I probably should have only put 6 on this one, but because the one I put 6 on looks better. Let's see. Maybe I can move them. Get this one out of the way. Where there's a will, there's a way. There, now I got 6 on each one. Only one's got red and one's got silver, and I don't need that one. I don't know. Do y'all like this? How does that look to everybody? What else does it need? I don't think you can get too much on something like this. Sometimes the more you put on, the better it looks. Put a green one and a gold one, I think. Oh, that's a blue. How about a blue one and a green one over here? To hold that down a little bit. And maybe a couple at the top. I mean, you definitely don't have to do this, but I just think it adds a little something. A little something, something. I need a blue. I need a blue one. I need a blue one. A blue and a silver, I think, or gold. Where's my top? That might stay on there and it may not. I think I got the leaf turned upside down. I did, so the glue's not going to stick. But it's still all wet right now. I put it on the wrong side of the leaf, the curved side, or the other side. The one that was going up. Here. Don't want to cut that off, but I don't want it sticking off the edge of the wood either. There. There it be, y'all. When it dries, it'll look a lot better. And I may put another coat of acrylic on it once it dries. But you can't do too much with it wet, because if you do, you'll destroy the picture. So you have to put a coat on it first, let it dry, and then you can put a second coat on it if you need it. Sometimes you don't even need to do that. But there's Lucky's little plaque of his own. I hope y'all like it. I'll give you a closer view and get it up here. There's Lucky, y'all. It says YouTube star right at the bottom. So y'all have a blessed night. We'll see you on the next one. Love y'all. Bye now.